Or something.
Ooh, Dumbledong, that's a good one.
Yeah. Dumbledong. That sounds like what some shitty kid would call double dutch, just to like call some little girls gay. You guys gonna go play some Dumbledong?
Better than Dumbleballs.
That's true. Much better than Dumbleballs.
Yeah, we could workshop that one.
We just did, and it worked.
Yeah, we did, and it was 100% perfect, Sam. Don't you fucking take this away from us.
Where are we at now? Are we going?
I just started recording because I don't really...
okay.
There's like... Since this is just like a bonus thing, kind of, it's only going out to 3 people.
Yeah,
Like 3
so
very
far.
dedicated people.
Yeah. How are you going to be releasing this?
It's just going to get tossed up onto Patreon.
Oh, okay. Oh, that sounds good. Well, welcome. Welcome, everybody.
What's up, Reed, Brian, and Jim? Jim probably won't ever hear this because I don't think he knows how to subscribe to the podcast feed. Maybe he'll listen to it in the browser. Either way, good for you, Jim.
You should just make him mixtapes of all your podcasts.
I should just burn him a CD every time. I'll be like, here's March. Yeah. There you go. That would be so dope to make like album covers for each month of podcast.
Dude, okay, check this shit out. All right, here's the new viral marketing scheme.
DJ, spin that shit.
Here's what you do. You ain't spinning shit because you're doing cassette tapes. And you record your podcast, put it on cassette tapes, and then just give them to thrift shops in the hopes that someone eventually goes, what the fuck?
It's like the analog hipster version of finding mislabeled songs on like Kazaa and stuff. Where you're just like, I don't remember this artist having this song, and that's how you discovered a fucking band.
The fuck is Kazaa? You mean Shazam?
No.
What's Kazaa?
Like LimeWire, Kazaa, Grokster, all that shit.
No, I just remember LimeWire, that's about it.
Yeah.
LimeWire are like the fucking pirate torrent sites.
Damn. Okay, this is...
So, Sam, host your podcast. What's going on?
Well, this is what that is. And it's not... Okay, it is now.
No, it is.
Okay.
Yeah, do it.
This is the podcast where I'm dumb as fuck, and I don't know anything, and then I hear words, and then I have my friends explain them to me instead of Googling it. So, you guys want to jump in on the first
one? I really hope we're as smart as you hope we are.
All right,
well, this goes.
Here we go. What... A high colonic. What that is. Because I've heard the word.
Yeah, it's like an enema, except it's supposed to get like all the way up in there.
Oh. That's why it's high.
Yeah. It almost sounds like a fancy drink you can order at the bar, though.
Yeah.
It does.
Can I get one of them I want one of those high colonics on the rocks.
It comes in the martini glass.
Yeah.
With
like you got to wear a bow tie to order it.
Yeah.
It's like one of those kind of drinks.
When it's actually the least fancy thing in the world.
It's like the cheapest thing, like amongst like all the fucking Don Julio 1968 or whatever.
You know, there's some fucking hipster bar in New York who has a cocktail called the High Colonic, and it's just like bottom shelf oak aged whiskey, so it's brown and it adds some sort of cloudy material to it, so it just looks like liquid shit.
Douche water. Yeah, that's what they put in it.
It's fucking gross.
It's high colonic.
Like,
bottom colonic when
very
you're done with it.
Not cylindrical. Salty. Whatever the fancy word for salty would be.
Savory?
Salinity.
No, savory, I think is what it is. Savory, right?
Yeah.
Sodium. High
savory
sodium.
butt juice.
Well, I hope we answered your question, Sam.
Yeah. I think so. Okay, so what is it that goes up in the butt?
It's probably like just a bunch of water, honestly.
Well, yeah, but they have like a hose thing, and sometimes they'll put you under, like if you're a little bitch about butt stuff.
It's not like a garden hose either. When he says hose, it's like a special medical type hose.
Yeah, they aren't just going to Lowe's and running hose up in your holes.
Okay.
They're just going to Lowe's running a hose up your holes.
And I think they have like a measured out amount of how much butt liquid you get.
Up in your intestines and shit?
Yeah, all up in them guts, Sam.
Clean it out.
And was it like an 80s thing, or like why does anyone know about that?
I don't know. The vibrator was invented to balance women's humors. Like, doctors were just throwing shit at the wall. They're like, we're going to put stuff in your holes and you're going to feel better.
Yeah, we're still kind of doing that.
Yeah, but now it's illegal.
It's illegal to give an enema?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, butt stuff is illegal.
I mean, they do coffee enemas, too.
Yeah.
I've heard of that.
There's a strange addiction lady that was addicted to coffee
enemas.
So, like, do you drink the coffee afterwards? Or?
Someone does.
Okay,
I'm sure
I
that's
know
the
I've
thing.
talked about this on the other podcasts before, but there's specifically a website, not just like a series of things, but back in the day there was a website called AssSmoothies.com.
Oh, my ass is your parfait is a porn that I've seen.
I feel like we've had this exact conversation before.
My ass is your parfait.
I think this is what led us to looking up fucking sex toys on Amazon for 40 minutes.
Oh yeah, remember
You found the like 3-inch butt tongue, so you had like a long handle so you could get it yourself.
and the descriptions of those were amazing.
Yeah, because they had to catch all the tagging right, so it was just like 90-inch butt, dildo, vagina, vibrator, sex toy, fun, women, men.
with or without balls.
That was the best you could customize.
Yeah, they called it a vagina butt.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right, vagina butt. There you go.
Oh, good times.
Probably enhances the experience with the balls, you know? Probably
Again-
changes up the vagina feel.
Again, you got to have a flared base to anything you put inside you. It's the rules.
Yep.
It'll get stuck forever.
Yeah, you gotta have something to grip on the back.
Your butt toy needs 7 pieces of flair. So that Jennifer Aniston will put it in her butt. It's
It's a very strange Office Space riff.
yeah. Who do you think's listening to this? Someone that doesn't...
Jennifer Aniston.
Oh my god. Which podcast do you think celebrities are into?
Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan. Probably just Joe Rogan.
Whatever NPR is doing.
Oh yeah. Good old Lakshmi Singh.
Yeah. I was thinking like, wait, don't tell me.
Oh goddamn.
All right. I think we covered high colonics pretty good.
We've exhausted
We
that
were
one.
ready for that one. Yeah.
Do we have
to?
to? Do we look it up, like what the actual definition of it
Okay, yeah.
is?
Hold on.
after
Let's
your-
see.
go for it.
Let's see what we got for high colonics.
After you present us with the question, we answer to the best of our abilities, then we go online to it. How does your show work? How do you want to run, Sam?
That's a good structure.
Yes. So high colonics or colonic irrigation consists of flushing large amounts of fluid through a tube into the large bowel. Sometimes 25 gallons of fluid may be required to clear the colon of stool.
Damn.
25 gallons?
Yeah.
Is this for people who really have like bad constipation?
Yeah, like if they got like an impacted bowel or like they got
Yeah.
problems or like they have some sort of bacteria that needs to be flushed, I think that's why.
25 gallons. I'm thinking of a 5-gallon bucket's worth of water.
Yeah,
How
I have
could
a
you
10-gallon
possibly-
bucket like right over there. They need 2 of those in their butt.
and a half.
How do you get... No, there's no way. You'd be a balloon.
I mean,
Well, I'm sure like as water's going in, it's also getting flushed out like at the same time, probably.
I don't know. You ever fill a condom full of water?
I've never filled a condom full of dick.
Not full. That's good. That's funny.
I like that because that's technically a double entendre.
Well, yeah.
I like that. Oh,
Yeah.
you did good.
Yeah, because it could mean I just don't
Nothing,
I don't
yeah.
use condoms.
Yeah,
or
but it also means you literally just cannot
Yeah,
have
or
your
you
dick
can't.
fill the condom.
Yeah, your dick just isn't sufficient.
That's so nice.
Yeah. Well, we'll let you guys figure out which one of those is.
So anyway, high colonic, a lot
High
of water.
colonics. We did it,
A lot
guys.
of water goes up your butt to clean it out.
So now we know what that is.
Okay. All right. Now here's another one.
I said the
don't.
title.
This isn't like a word that you can say, but like, okay. So you know when people say like something areno. What is that?
Oh yeah,
What is areno?
that's a
Use it in a-
fun suffix.
Yeah, can you use it in an example, Bobby? Because I'm not really sure what Sam's talking about.
The only thing I can think of is the person's actual name, because Dan Marino.
Oh,
That's all I can think. But no, it's just like adding.
oh, we're like going to the
adding-
shoparino.
Yeah,
or like
adding
that kind of
a
thing.
gibberish suffix
Yeah.
to something specifically.
what-
Yeah,
just
but where did the first
Like
example
where?
of that
Yeah,
come
where'd
from?
it come from? I have no idea.
that's a good.
Is that like maybe it was like a bit from like an old ass comic or something? Like that was his voice. It was just adding Reno to it. Like it could have
Yeah.
been like an actual speech impediment, but everyone just like enjoyed it enough that he just used that.
Yeah, like the fucking My Favorite Murder fans or Murderinos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could come from like Italian, like bambino, like the suffix of that. Like eno is like like a tiny,
smaller
like a
version?
smaller,
Oh yeah,
like
it might have just been people making fun of Italians.
yeah, making
Back
fun
in-
of Italian,
especially without the amount of like Jewish comedians there were. Probably making fun of Italians was like their second favorite thing, aside from making fun of
probably.
themselves.
So maybe it's like
Bambinos,
like
the
the way
Bambinos.
in Spanish it's ito.
Yeah,
You know, any word you add ito, it's like a little version of it, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Pobrecito.
so is that the
Poor little boy.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So that's just the Italian version of it.
Oh, Reno, though.
Yeah. Is that true?
Yeah.
I don't know what.
How do we even begin looking this up online?
Let's see. Suffix of Reno.
Mm-hmm.
Or Reno. Let's see. We'll
Get on
try
the
that.
old Interreno. Internetorino.
Googlerino. It's weird because it's almost impossible to come up with.
Where'd you hear it originally? That made you like ask yourself like, what is that? What is that?
I don't know. I just know of it as a thing people say.
Some people say,
And-
like, do you know a person who does that? Like, does Kate
not,
do it?
Not even specifically her or anyone that I know, but I just know that it's a thing that people do. And you guys know what I'm talking about. So
yeah, it took me a minute to figure it out, but I kind of get it.
That's why it's, I'm sure, impossible to look up on the internet.
Like, what exactly?
Really, all I can see in the short amount of research I've done is just it's called morphology. You know, the way language changes depending on different cultures coming in and things like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So it just became.
Does it have other examples of that?
I can't find any etymology or good examples of it.
Would you call it morphology?
Morphology, yeah.
Is there examples of that?
Kind of. Let's see. We'll look up some morphology. I'll just look up common morphology.
It's
Yeah,
always
I think it's like how slang basically becomes slang. Like
Yeah.
after a point in time, like enough people, like different cultures come together in one area, that like new forms of words kind of spring up.
To
Kind of
me,
like that.
It's always like an uncle that's trying to be cool. You know what I mean? Like
In your
Yeah, literally. You mean literally everything I say?
yeah.
it's always it's someone not cool trying to be cool and add like a little stank to what they're saying.
Little stank.
You know? Little
Let's
extra.
see. The Grammar of Words, an introduction to morphology. Literally, the only things I can find are like literary texts.
It's an example of morphology for you. He morphed the vowels into bowel movements through his mouth.
Yeah, my mouth bowels.
Yeah.
Can I buy a bowel?
Get the fuck out of my house.
That's about it, huh? You can't nothing.
I mean,
It's hard.
I mean, I could just sit here reading a whole book.
No,
but
that wouldn't be
it's a
good.
little
But I mean,
tough.
I think just you looking up just how words evolve, is enough, honestly, to kind of say like that's kind of what it is.
So really,
like we can't answer like where it came from.
So here's a little excerpt about it. Knowledge of a language includes knowledge of the systematicity in the relationship between the form and meaning of words.
That's one
the words
word.
walk, walks, walked, and walking show a relationship in form and meaning of a systematic nature, since similar patterns occur for thousands of other verbs in English. The subdiscipline of linguistics that deals with such patterns is called morphology. So the way that
It's like
words
how-
interact with each other.
It's like how you would add aholic or ice.
Yeah.
Chocoholic
Like a
isn't a fucking word, but we
Workaholic,
all
yeah.
understand it because the morphology makes a lot of sense.
Okay. All
So
right.
there you go. That's language morphology and a little bit of fucking, what do they call that?
Etymology,
Yeah, a little bit of that.
or linguistic studies, or whatever.
Linguistic studies.
All right. That sounds pretty good to me.
You satisfied with that?
Yeah.
What do you think about that? Huh?
It's not quite.
That was a little too on the nose, like a little too study.
I wanted to know specifically where that came from. Like what
where
the
it
first
began.
word that ended that way that made people do it. Because it's like aholic comes from alcoholic, right? But I wanted to know what the first usage of that was. I don't care.
And also,
It's
like, where does it, like, it's a suffix, but, like, does it work better for, like, nouns or verbs? Like, I'm trying to work my
I
way
think
around,
it works
like,
best for proper nouns.
proper nouns.
Like adding it to somebody's name or title.
It's Barbarino.
See, there it is.
Okay. Is it italicizing people's names?
Yes.
Okay. All right, that's pretty cool. Who the fuck is Dame Judi Dench?
She's an actress.
Okay.
Judi Dench, and I think Dame is just like an honorific, I think, they attached to that. I'm not sure if
The
that's
same
like
way as Sir, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so she's
Oh.
like knighted or something, I guess.
So it's like
the female version of knighthood is damehood.
Yeah, I think much like Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart, she was like a theatrical English actress.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Dame Judi Dench.
So it's the way that they do that for a woman.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
Damian Lillard is also that. His name is actually
Lillard.
Ian Lillard, but he was knighted. So he's Dame Ian Lillard. You know the
Really?
basketball player Damian Lillard?
No, I don't. But
Well, there you go. A little bonus what that is
that's
for
fun.
you.
Wouldn't it be cool if instead of Sir Elton John, it was Dame Elton John?
Ooh.
I feel
I
like
think he would be okay with that.
That's
He'd
what
be
I'm
cool with
saying.
that.
Yeah.
I mean,
He wouldn't care.
Didn't he sing "The Bitches Back"? I
Yeah.
think he'd be totally fucking fine.
Yeah, and that was about Dame Judi Dench.
So for a while she was just Judi Dench, and then she was so famous
Yeah.
that they lady knighted her.
Yeah. Well, let's look up what are some of the movies she's been in.
Well, she actually got her start. Her professional debut was with the Old Vic Company, and she did several Shakespeare plays. She played Ophelia in Hamlet, Juliet in Romeo and Juliet, and Lady Macbeth in Macbeth with that company. Most of that was theater, but she started branching out in the late '60s. And so let's see.
Yeah, she was just in that Philomena movie. Okay, that's where I recognize her. It's that one movie that was based on a true story, and it has that one British actor / comedian in it.
It's highly possible I've never seen any
never
of
seen
her
it?
work.
She was in A
Yeah.
Room with a View, and then she was in GoldenEye.
She's in like a lot of the new
James Bond films.
She's-
Yeah,
I think
some of the
she's-
James Bond
Yeah,
films.
isn't she Q or
Is she
something?
one of the
M.
Oh, like the
The one who like kind of dishes out the
gives
missions.
them the missions? Because
Let's
I remember
see.
playing a lot of GoldenEye,
Let's see if
but
she
there
in
was some
anything
women
I
on there, but I
recognize.
don't think the
Yeah, well, she's the one you're
boss
thinking of.
lady
Mhm.
was one of the characters. Was she? Is
Yeah, she
Dame
was-
Judi Dench one of the characters you can play in GoldenEye?
Oh, in the game?
Yeah.
I have no
She was
idea.
in Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children.
There you go.
Okay.
That ring a bell, Sam?
I feel like I saw it.
I don't even know what
it's
the
like
fuck
a weird
that is.
child's movie, so I never know.
Where
Is that
there-
based on like a pop-up book or something?
Yeah.
one of the kids floats? Is that the thing?
That's
Yes.
You're thinking of a different children's book movie written by Stephen King.
Which one is that?
float down here, little Letty.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, okay. So
No,
she,
one of the ladies she had to wear super heavy boots so she wouldn't float off the ground.
Why don't you come fuck in the sewer? Beep, beep.
So there's a weird thing I didn't know about, like
Child orgy.
the James Bond films. She was M in both the fucking Pierce Brosnan ones, and then also the fucking newer ones with.
She's been in James Bond movies more than any James Bond.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like there's,
Really?
Like she kind of crossed over into like the new Bond era or something.
That really kind of solidifies for me the idea that James Bond is actually just a code name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't that always been the thing? And people get so mad about it?
People get mad about it because they don't want a black guy to get in there, so then they say, no, it's not. No, it's not. James Bond is one white guy, and he's British always.
But that's the thing is dumb is like, if there was no black British people, I'd be like, okay, calm down with
but
your
there's
diversity.
Like a perfect black British guy
Right,
who
yeah.
would fucking kill it
it.
as James Bond.
Yeah.
He's like
Oh,
the best.
man.
Like, aside from fucking Eggsy and Kingsman,
Yeah.
there's no other British person who could pull that shit off
And
right
his
now.
name is Mos Def.
They're gonna get Seal to play.
He's not.
I have no idea who's what. I just want to.
Mos Def is not British.
He is deaf though.
He played he kind of did like a British accent for Hitchhiker's Guide.
British people do kind of talk like they're deaf.
Yeah,
A little bit stupid.
that's racist.
All right, so Dame Judi Dench.
All
right.
She is an
down
actress.
in the books. All right. Danger Will Robertson. What is that?
That is a catchphrase from the robot from the Lost in Space movie.
Yeah, wait, what did you say?
Danger Will Robinson.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the TV show was, I believe, Lost in Space.
Yeah.
It's been like remade a couple times. It's on Netflix now. And like the family has like this robot. I don't know the name of it, but like, sometimes like its catchphrase is like Danger Will Robinson or Danger whatever other character is in danger. It was basically like the damn it Jim, of Lost in Space.
I just know it as the thing that if you're ever with an old guy and there's like a sign that says danger on the side of the road, or like you go over a bump too quick,
Danger,
and
Will
they always
Robinson.
they always say that.
Yeah.
And I never knew what that was from.
Wait, what's
Yeah.
that? Wait, what says it? On signs?
Old people.
Street signs?
Just old people.
Oh, old
whenever-
people say that.
when they're trying to be fun.
Because their only context of like pop culture for them was a fucking TV show from the 60s.
It's the same way if we ever saw a news broadcast, we would go, fuck her right in the pussy. Like, it's the same. It's just a thing you have to do.
Well, for our generation, for stupider idiots of our generation, they'll say like "wubba lubba dub dub" or some shit. That's what it's going to be. That's what it's going to be.
No, they're going to yell pickle Rick.
They're going to
Has there
that or
been-
"wubba lubba dub."
Has there been a better show with worse fans ever? than Rick and Morty?
Doctor Who. No, just kidding.
That's pretty tough. Yeah, I don't know.
I've never seen any episode of Doctor Who. I just know a couple people. Like, you like Doctor Who.
Yeah, I got into it for a few seasons, but I don't really like David Tennant, and then they got rid of him, and I never really followed up with any of the other fuckers. And then like 3 other past that.
Supposed
But
to
like
be
Doctor Who's not like as culturally pervasive as like what Rick and Morty got in like the last,
and
just like 2 years that it's been on. Fucking Doctor Who's been around since like the 50s.
Yeah, and really it's tough because nothing's been as like subversive and like meta before on TV, and Dan Harmon creates that kind of animosity towards reality just because he's a fucking like, douche about everything all the time.
Did you ever see Justin Roiland's like old stuff?
Yes.
House of Cosby's?
Yeah.
I fucking love Gugas. That's my favorite one.
Oh yeah, the Gugas thing.
Yeah,
it was like
Gugas.
It was live action, wasn't it?
Live action, and then
it had Dan Harmon in it.
And then just shitty CGI aliens are just taking over their house. And they shoot them with guns.
The Gugas.
The kid, what are we gonna do with these Gugas? That's what we're gonna call them, right?
I gotta check that shit out.
Everyone watch Gugas. It's fucking dumb as shit. It's only like 15 minutes long.
I feel like all the reason that I like Rick and Morty is from the Roiland influence and not the Harmon, because the Harmon shit's like trying to be really heady and like philosophical, and I could just tell that Mr. Poopy Butthole is a thing that Justin Roiland fought for, and
he's like, no, we're keeping Mr. Poopy Butthole. He's gonna close the fucking season.
So anyway, Danger Will Robinson was the catchphrase, one of the famous catchphrases of the robot. Its name was just Robot.
That's so fucking lame.
Yeah, well, here's the actual Wikipedia article on it. Robot, lost in space.
Was it like always to warn him of danger, or was
That's
it
just like something it always... Well, because it's like an action adventure, like serial type, 30-minute TV show, so there has to be like some kind of danger involved for like the main characters, and the robot's just there to remind them that shit's gonna go down.
But it was always literally the robot saying danger when there was danger present. It was never
Danger Will Robinson.
It's not like a sassy like
I think it's literally just called Robot.
There was no like black robot like Danger Will Robinson.
Like it doesn't emote any more than that. I mean, when the fucking writers didn't think of a more creative name than Robot, it's not gonna have like feelings.
Yeah, it was called Lost in Space.
It's basically their butler.
Okay.
You know what the plot of that show was?
They were they couldn't find their way in
Lost in Space.
Oh, okay, that's a better way to say it.
That's much like
probably why they titled
Star
it
Trek.
They're trekking amongst the stars.
Yeah.
Okay. In Star Wars, I never thought of that's why, because they're in the stars and they're having a war.
Yeah.
God damn. This is all blowing my mind. I love shit that's just so literally titled.
Yeah, like Cowboys versus Aliens. Yeah. When that came out, I'm like, they're out of ideas.
So the history, although a machine endowed with superhuman strength and futuristic weaponry, he often displayed human characteristics such as laughter, sadness, and mockery, as well as singing and playing the guitar. And with this major role often being to protect the youngest member of the crew, the robot's catchphrases were, "It does not compute," and "Danger, Will Robinson," accompanied by flailing arms.
Yeah.
Okay.
Danger.
Austin and I are both flailing our arms at Sam now.
My arms are flailing wildly.
You do a good flailing armed robot.
Yeah, well, they made fun of it in The Simpsons, and that's why I actually know what Danger Will Robinson is. It's from The Simpsons and not from actual
You have
Austin
to be a
Space.
shitty cardboard robot for Halloween.
Shitty, yeah. That'll be fun. I like doing that.
Just like ducks from Lowe's, and then a cardboard box that you've just like put aluminum foil on.
Yeah.
The more thought of like at the last minute the costume is, the better.
Yeah. Or just cover yourself in duct tape and just walk around and be like, bleep bloop, buy me a fucking shot.
Yeah. I like it. I'm the duct tape mummy.
The duct tape.
All right, Sam.
I like it if you combined the cheapest, shittiest way to make a costume.
Yeah.
Like, instead of being a robot of tinfoil or a mummy of toilet paper, you're like, I'm a tinfoil mummy. Get it?
One time when I was in high school, it was dress up day, and one of the kids just drew a happy face on a piece of paper, and he taped it to his chest, and he's like, I'm Captain Happy, and this kid like never smiled anyway. So it was so good. Like he was playing into his own personality so hard, and I was like, yeah.
Does that kid do comedy now?
I fucking hope so, because if not, he's probably torturing animals.
That's Puddle's pity party now.
Yeah.
God, that dude's so dope though. He kissed my face.
I didn't see the show. I need to go next time he comes here.
He was only here for one night.
Oh, you know,
right.
You know
he never talks.
You know who's here now? His Seven Dust.
Yes.
And another one of those bands is at the GSR.
God damn it.
Fuck.
Now here's my what that is. Is Seven Dust the same as Avenged Sevenfold? Like, why all the sevens?
No.
And they're different bands, right?
Seven for Jesus.
What is okay? So then, what is Seven Dust known for? Like, what's their most famous song?
It's like
fucking...
How's it go?
I don't
They're
know.
best known for being... If anything, that would have been a question I would have asked you.
Oh.
Because you seem like you would have listened to
No.
Seven Dust at some
No,
point.
not Seven Dust. No,
It's perfect music for if you have enough of a conscience to feel bad about hitting your girlfriend, but you need you
still need
get
to.
that
Yeah.
emotion
you gotta
out.
like amp yourself up for the wife.
Yeah, like you threw a Mountain Dew at your girlfriend's head because she told you need to be sober, and so she gave you that instead of a beer.
The music of abusive spouses
We're
everywhere.
gonna be late for my aunt's funeral. Shut up! I'm almost done with this level.
I've got the fucking shakes.
Shut up, Kayla. It's yeah.
Kayla with an EIGH in it somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, what else you got,
That's it.
Sam?
All right.
Danger, Will Robinson.
All right. Here we go. What do we got here? Oh, okay. Here's a fun one. What do they say? What are the lyrics in that Green Day song? Right before the part where he goes, "On my own, here we go." It's like, "No rest for crime stops in my mind." I don't know what those words are.
I think you're saying
you've never-
concepts.
No.
Sound it out. Go ahead, sound it out, Sam.
I'm gonna do speaking voice Green Day. All right. No race for crime
Why are you gonna do?
stops in my mind.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. What are those words?
So it's from the song Brain Stew. If I'm getting it
Okay.
right. From the
Yep.
first part of Brain Stew. Before
Okay.
they go into like that instrumental breakdown or whatever.
yeah.
So Bobby, you can go and finish. I'm looking up the lyrics for real. I want
Oh,
to know
you
what
are?
you. Yeah, I want to know.
I'm
what
pretty
you
sure
think
it's
it is.
no rest for concepts in my mind.
No
Okay.
rest for concepts.
Well,
in my
here's
mind.
what the full.
I bet it's no rust for crab pots in my mind.
Here's what the Google lyrics says. It says no rest for cross tops in my
Cross-tops?
mind. Now I don't know what that is. That is just Google
No
lyrics.
rest for concepts would be actually decent lyrics.
It would actually like make sense.
Yeah.
Like,
I gave him way too much credit
Yeah.
for lyricism.
but I'm also going to Genius lyrics because sometimes they'll annotate the lyrics and tell you like
Okay.
what does that mean. So the real question is what the fuck are cross tops?
Like cross
Is that like a
top-
fashion
No,
sense?
like fucking convertibles, but they just have the cross top rather than having the full convertible top.
Okay. Yeah, well, that's called a cross top?
I don't fucking know. I hate this lyric now.
It's gonna bug you if we don't figure it out.
Oh no, you know what? I'm fucking done. Green Day has already burned so many bridges in my past and now future.
Well, fucking this image search isn't helping at all
or
with
you
what
could-
cross tops are.
Man, Green
There's
Day,
a lot of weird. There's a band named Cross Tops, and they go to some creative liberties to give Jesus the biggest penis on an album cover.
Let me see that.
How do we know that Jesus didn't have a bitch and hog?
We don't, they covered that part up in the
They
Bible.
diaper it up.
It's the first picture right there.
That's pretty nice.
What if they took a
fucking-
part out of the Bible where Jesus was rocking 12 inches soft?
I would listen
In case
to
you
that
can't see,
band,
there's an
man.
angel licking up some cum coming out of
Yeah,
there.
there is.
Dude.
Hell yeah, Jesus.
This is so dope. I want to listen to
You want to listen to?
Tops now.
I wonder if that's what Green Day's referring to. Is a band
Is
called
the
Cross
band
Tops?
Cross Tops.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Could that be the reality?
All right, so here's
There's
Urban. I'm gonna look at Urban Dictionary.
What about A to Z lyrics? I remember that was the one.
Oh, AIDS lyrics.
A to Z lyrics?
Yeah, they just have
Do
Queen
they
songs.
do they fucking do like a
and Easy A.
Do they like annotate the lyrics like Genius? Like, do they have like any other like context for like the lyrics?
I think they basically just cut and paste from the how
from
in
like
the-
their liner notes or
like,
something.
Yeah.
Or just other lyric sites that seem like they have it right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
A to Z lyrics I don't trust. I feel like they're like on the lower end of like
Okay.
They
fucking
have
lyrics
A
websites.
to Z lyrics. It's all of them, Austin.
Yeah, there's like it's just the lyrics on a fucking
So
like light blue page.
It's pretty unanimous. It's cross tops.
I mean, across the board, like everyone's, even geniuses are saying
Okay.
it's cross tops.
and it's no rest for
No
cross
rest for
tops.
cross tops in my mind. On my own, here we go.
I think we're all just better off mumbling that part. And pretending
Yeah.
it
we
is probably
don't
better,
know.
but now I'm just curious on what cross
I'm
tops
gonna
are.
go back to ignorance.
No rest for concepts is perfect. That's what it should be.
But what does
so
that?
much.
Now, what does that mean? No rest for concepts.
Like you're just
Like
keep
you're
on
not-
thinking about shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Overthinking literally everything that you could. That kind of thing.
So the most popular form of street speed was the crosstop tablet, smuggled into the U.S. from Mexico. So it's like a form of methamphetamine.
That would make sense
so
that
it's
they
like
were doing a
slang.
fuckload of speed.
Yeah, no time for crosstops in my mind.
Okay.
So it's like fucking drug is fucking you up. So if anything, that's like an anthem for straight edge. No time for crosstops in my mind. And that would make sense for Green Day. They kind of seem like the proto straight edge band. In a lot of ways.
Not at all.
Not at all, huh?
0%.
No, well, you know.
The name Green Day comes from a day
Smoking
that
a fuckload of weed.
you smoke all day long.
Well, that's why I said proto. Straight.
Yeah, proto back when straight edge bands used to do drugs.
Yeah, but not like super hard drugs, not like the drugs that'll kill your friends.
They wrote fucking what is it? That was written on acid. Yeah, Longview.
Right?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But yeah, it looks like no rest for crosstops in my mind. They're referring to methamphetamine.
Allegedly.
And how that's a big no drug
All right.
to them.
Well, big fuck you to Green Day.
Yep, fuck off, Green Day.
Green Day forever ruined for everybody. I'm
You're
sorry.
dead. You're dead to everybody.
But that's just the fun of what that is. Hosted by Sam Corbin.
Yeah, we're really educating ourselves. What is Les Moonvest?
What?
Les Moonvest.
Les Moonvest?
Is that like a name of somebody?
It's
like, where'd you hear that?
It's a guy.
You making up?
No.
Are you sure you don't mean Les Claypool?
No, no.
So I want to, before I already typed it in, I want to know where did you originally hear it?
It's been I've heard about the guy's name. He's a piece of shit. Apparently, I don't know what for.
Oh,
okay.
Les Moonves. Okay.
People reference him and saying like you're a piece of shit.
Okay, so it's you want to go take this one, Bobby? Because I did this one.
Now I know who you're talking about. He was an executive for CBS.
Okay.
He was basically the guy who made all the decisions for literally everybody.
Okay.
And he had some shenanigans. And then tried to obstruct investigations into his own shenanigans and pay a fuckload of people off and silence people. And so he got a $120 million exit package from CBS in 2018.
$120 million, you said?
$120 million to just go away.
Oof. Because he did... What were his shenanigans?
Let's see. Let's dig into it.
Well, this is 2018. This is kind of like... We're kind of like at that peak of like the Me Too movement in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
So it was basically being a generally like creepy old dude.
Yeah, he stepped down as chairman of CBS after multiple women brought forth sexual misconduct allegations against him. Moonves allegedly destroyed evidence of his sexual misconduct.
Oh, okay.
He's also married, which is why it's like a he doesn't feel bad that he like molested people. He was just like, oh no, my wife found out. Yeah. Sorry.
Man.
That's how big of a piece of shit he is.
Well, that fucking sucks.
There's a sentence in the Wikipedia page I like here. It says, he landed a few parts playing tough guys on Cannon and the $6 Million Man, which he described as forgettable TV roles before deciding on the career change.
And then he was like a producer guy?
Yeah, basically become like the president or something of... not president. What does he do? CEO and chairman of CBS Corporation.
At some point, he voiced support for the Me Too movement against sexual harassment in the workplaess, and then tried to destroy all evidence against him while that was happening.
It's like, oh shit, this could really, oof.
So
gotta blow up that wick before it blows me up.
Was he like, sexual, like straight up raping? Or like...
Probably not, but still just like, oh, you're the CEO of CBS. And he's like... Hey, how about you're coming to my yacht now? And women are just like, no, I just want like a ride home. And he's like, driver, lock the doors and let's go to my yacht. Here, drink all this champagne that doesn't have roofies in it. They're like, I'd rather not. He's like, drink it, bitch, or you're fired.
There's no, I guess, well, I mean, I don't know. We haven't really done a whole lot of extensive research on
That's exactly what would happen.
But it sounds like he did a really good job destroying the evidence. Yeah. So we don't really know for sure.
Yeah, so really, he destroyed the evidence, so that means it's whatever we want it to be.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's a good...
Just always go like worst case scenario.
Yeah.
In that. If you had to destroy it, clearly he did something that was way worse.
Okay, so what about this as a legal principle, right? If you destroy evidence, we can just say what the evidence is that you destroyed.
I don't know if it goes like that, but I think maybe there's probably like a protocol in it where it's like we just got to assume the worst now, maybe.
Right.
But I think that's why obstruction of justice is also a felony.
Yeah.
So it's just like, well, we can't get you on this murder charge. We're going to give you 20 for fucking
you're
with
like,
us.
Yeah, you're trying to like, it's like trying to like make a loophole and fucking innocent until proven guilty sort of thing. Like you're trying to just get rid of the evidence so you always come out innocent in the end. You know?
Is obstruction of justice only a misdemeanor? I don't know. I just watched a fuckload of Casey Anthony documentaries. And so, one of the things she got caught up with, which was still, like bad.
Clearly we don't know.
Obstruction of justice, because she led the cops on a goose chase. Like, I don't know where my kid is. Here, come to this place that I totally work at. And they got there, and she's like, I haven't worked here for 2 years. I've been lying to you.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So it's just bullshit like that.
There's levels of it too.
Yeah.
Like where that's misleading people. That's what he did is straight up trying to sweep it. Yeah, sweeping it under the rug and stuff.
Ooh. All right.
We clearly don't know law. So so David Gamble, what law is?
Oh, well, you see. Fucking
can't even do his voice.
I can't.
Just got to do a white guy.
No, I want to do I want to use this roast joke for David because his speaking voice sounds like he's doing a voice to text and he wants it to go right.
I like that.
Yeah.
All right. That's about all the what that is that we have time for. Is there any closing segments for this show?
Yeah, maybe a little sneak peek as to what this is. What do that?
Peek
Okay,
that sneak.
let me give you one more.
One more, and we'll just do lightning.
It's
lightning
another
round it.
It's another musical one. Okay, what's that Cajun or Caribbean song that's like finna na fina fila nades fila fina nades?
You don't even know the fucking.
Dude, were you singing feline AIDS?
That's what it sounds like he's saying.
Oh my god, I have no idea. It sounds familiar. It could be fucking Ladysmith Black Mambazo, maybe. I don't know.
All right, our three listeners, Brian, Reed, Jim. Comment on the podcast. Tell us what the fuck you think Sam just tried to fucking sing to us.
And if you have any, what that is that Sam wants to cover.
Yeah. If you want to help educate Sam, give him some shit that you're confused about so he can be confused about it too.
And actually, you know what? Email me.
Just email. Here's my work.
Email him at Sam Corbin 69.
Here's his home address.
Yeah.
Window Viper 420.
Dude, that'd be so
on your
dope.
business email.
It wouldn't. I own both. I own 420 and 69.
I own the Window Viper domain.
at Comcast.net.
Yeah. .biz.
This dude named Les overseas and all.
Clownpenis.fart.
Oh, I saw. Okay, one more thing.
Okay.
I saw in a notebook that I took to one of the mics. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure it's you. We were talking about something, and you wrote fearboner.gov.
Yeah, that was me. My favorite thing is to put fake websites of stupid shit. Oh, it's so much fun because .gov really sells it.
Yeah,
well, that was fun. That was a good episode of whatever this podcast is that you're making, Sam.
Yeah, no,
it's a good time.
No one will ever hear it, and
at least two people will hear it.
Yeah, we heard it just now.
Why don't you just put out this show
as a bonus on the regular feed?
Yeah,
could.
And then if it's popular, I'll actually do it. And then if not, then it's...
Well, there's no way to gauge if it's actually popular because it'll just get the same amount of downloads because it'll go out to everyone that's subscribed. I mean, I guess I could check listens.
Well, over time, when people see that it's one of these, if they fucking hate it...
Yeah, that's true. They just fucking delete it. Hey, I could do that. I'll just put out fucking, bonus. What that is. Number one.
I'm not going to figure out a thing. We've been playing this cat and mouse game for years now.
It's just, if you feel like coming over and fucking around on a non-scheduled day, we'll just record another one.
All right. Well, there you go.
We won't put any schedule to it. We'll just put it out as bonus shit.
All right. So let's all sing a little bit of your closest approximation to whatever that song is. Because I feel like you can hear it.
I don't know what song you're singing.
It's like...
You got to do a little bit of extra research, I think, for some of these, because you just kind of vaguely explaining, vaguely mouthing the fucking rhythm and everything to us isn't going to help us.
No, okay.
At least try and figure out who the artist is, maybe, or not the artist, but the song name.
Can we close with this? Can we say no rest for crosstops in my mind?
No.
And then we'll go in my here we go, and then that's it, right? All right, 3, 2, 1. No rest for crosstops in my mind. On my own, here we go.
Burn it.